It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Jets. And it's all up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season. As are the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Operating from the gun, Richard. On the right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first carry for Rashad White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Richard working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Steelers.
An option give to Davis Price. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Richard. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Read option. Here's Davis Price. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's not 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play. Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and run the quarterback down the field. I wouldn't get away from him bringing it, because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
York able to send this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback who wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt.
In punt formation.
On the return, it's White. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Richard. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 3rd down, Richard. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one will go down. It's 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Bring on to 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Richard. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on him. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of this caliber will drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. To the sideline and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the Steelers set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They give to White on the option. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Holding, offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Richard. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And they start again. Operating from the gun. Richard. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Ball again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. 56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Straight ahead is Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And brought down, but not before reaching the for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. Will get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he'll try to run with this. Rashawn lost it. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. It's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball on a give up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Trying to atone for it here on this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Richard. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
That's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Richard. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Ridley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Lance going to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lance now on 1st down. He finds Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Lance. Going right back to Wilson. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this run. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
Throwing again. Richard. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Back to throw. Richard. And with halftime on the horizon, there'll be ample timeouts from here forward. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? And it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lance. Wow, that is incomplete.
They'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
White now to return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Despite running it down, that doesn't ever give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a 4 yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Completed out left to Downs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. Yes, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Working from the gun. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lance looks to throw again. Green with a catch left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trey Lance, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Richard. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richard. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, Richard. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barlow. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. See, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On 1st and 10, Richard. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Then 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Allen brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards and a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
York able to send this one through. And they will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there.
Because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Lance now to throw. Open man, here's Foster. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it out. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him coming and communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A give, running right is Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
But it's intercepted. Who's trying to get it to Ridley? And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Richard. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Richard. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Richard, a short throw caught by Andrews. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Davis Price up the middle. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down, Richard. That'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Richard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hall again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
A tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Oh, good move. There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He's got the hook on the Downs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The Lance going to throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. He does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Steelers. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
It'll be a gain of 17 in the Pittsburgh 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on 1st down. Richard. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Richard. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it up. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The New York set to take the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start on the ground. Hall. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:50 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Green brings it in.
And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
Let's be honest about that. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Here we go.
Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it.
And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.